Hey guys, what is going on today? Bojo here, and we are back for our NHL 16 Be a GM following the Philadelphia Flyers. Gonna be doing the draft and hopefully some re-signs in today's video, but unfortunately, we lost out of the Year 3 playoffs, getting kicked out to the eventual Stanley Cup winning Buffalo Sabres in year number 3. So we're gonna be going into the draft hopefully to restock the pool just a tad bit and hopefully be back for next year. So we had a little bit of a review of what our team looked like going into this draft, a little bit of decisions that are definitely going to be need to be made in the re-sign stage of free agency. But for right now, we know what we're going after in the draft is probably some good defensive prospects, because of the fact that all of our younger defensive prospects have been called up to the team, and you know what, they're not going to be getting any older. I mean, they're not going to be getting any younger, so we definitely have to make sure we restock the pool of defensive prospects as best as possible. So, honestly, I'm just going to use my draft picks wisely here. I'm pretty sure I only have one pick per round this time around, so we should be able to see. I can't pin the players to my watch list again because, you know, I went so deep into the playoffs that I was not able to do so. And we're going to be stuck with the 28th overall pick in this year's draft. So, without a doubt, let's just not trade the pick, Joe. Come on, you freaking numbnuts. Yes, I want to exit. I'm just going to sim all the way up to the user pick, and we'll see how the first round shaped out until our pick actually came in at number 28. So we'll see who went number 1, and that was Eriksson, a defenseman, top 4, high overall, top 4 defenseman, an elite offensive defenseman. So wow, that's actually really good there for Arizona, so that would have been nice. So Scott, elite two-way forward. Ooh, looks like defensemen are pretty good here. It looks like those Russian defensemen, it looks like everybody was scouting was good. Yeah, look at these defensemen that are being taken so far in this draft. Yeah, look at all these guys. All the good defensemen look to be going already there. An elite defensive defenseman at round 20 at pick 21. Ugh, that hurts. Look at all these elite playmakers still. Top 6 forward, top 6 defenseman. Jesus, man, this draft looks really, really deep for at least first round wise for all these players. All right, so let's go take a look here and see what we got on defense for the squad here. All right, so projected. Who's still projected here for defensemen? No first round projected defensemen still left. They have all and whatnot gone. So there's still a couple second rounders there. Top 6 we know with Lucianov and Angelidis in the 3rd and the 4th round. So that could possibly be a little depth player right there. A 2nd and 3rd round pick right there in Gogolev. So there's no defensemen that are available. Well, I guess we're going to have to go with the best player available then. As much as it hates me, I guess that's what we're going to do. All right, so there's still a ton of 1st and 2nd round players still available to be drafted here. Ehrhoff, Shore, Edler, LaBelle, Hedman, McDonough. I kind of like this McDonough guy because he has that top 9. He has the top 9 potential as a sniper, and he also has a good 1st and 2nd round projection on him as well. 5'11", 184 as a sniper. We don't really have that many snipers down there in the system. We have a lot of like gritty type players, but not many snipers. So I think that's probably going to be the guy I pick, either that or Hedman, who's medium bottom 6, 20 years old. But I really didn't scout anybody other than like United States players and like Russian players. So I think what I'm going to do is, yeah, I'm probably going to take McDonough. He probably has the best potential out of all the players here. Yeah, McDonough, and then Gogolev does. Yeah, so I think I'm going to take McDonough here. I'm going to take, what's his first name? It was Reed McDonough. All right, so I'm going to take Reed McDonough, a good old American guy, sniper, 1st rounder, top 9 potential, 1st, 2nd round. And he's got low potential to become a top 6 forward. So that's actually really good for us at pick number 28. That's actually really, really good. Yeah, low potential for a top 6 forward. That's actually very, very good for us. All right, so let's sim options into the user pick and see who we're going to get now. Oh, wow, there's trades being made as well, too. Detroit looks like they got rid of a bunch of players. So we'll take a look at those trades eventually. But, ooh, that power forward was elite, and that playmaker was elite. Ugh. Yeah, so Shore and LaBelle were elite playmakers. Okay, so I guess the scouting there kind of bit me in my ass. Did we have the 6th round pick? We did. In the 2nd round? Where the hell did I get that from? Was that from Washington? Was that from Washington for Cavalier? I don't know. But again, look at that. Top 9 forward, top 6, elite playmaker. So there's still some pretty good players out there. Fringe starter, and all those sorts. So I think we should go with second round with defensemen here, because there were a shit ton of second round defensemen. So I think we should go with them. All right, so projected. We gotta restock the pool here. Yep. So there's a bunch of second round defensemen still left. Gogolev once again has the highest potential as a defensive defenseman, but then we also have 4 offensive defensemen to choose from here. 2 two-ways, or this guy. So he's a second or third round guy, but he could be picked there. What's his stats look like as a defensive defenseman? Let's see. His defensive category is supposed to be 4.5 stars. Looking at all his stats, he looks like a 70. He looks like a 70 overall type player already at 19 years old, to say the least. Like, judging by all his stats, like 75s. I'm seeing a lot of 70s everywhere and high 80s for a defensive defenseman. 5'11" though, not really too tall as a defensive defenseman. Helms, I don't think we really need offensive guys because we got plenty of them. Barry, no. Arthur Halischuk, 18 years old, is a 7th defenseman. He's got a lot of 70s as well. I think the other guy had way more 80s though, did Mikhail Gogolev. I think we might go off the board here with Gogolev. It's either Gogolev or Halischuk. It's one of these two guys. Here, take the offensive defense. Maybe I'll wait. Maybe he'll be there still. I don't know. I don't think he'll be there. Let me see. Can I call a timeout? I'm going to call a timeout. Would you like to call a timeout? Yes, I'm going to call a timeout. Okay, so that resets the clock back to 5 minutes. Cool. Do I have another second round pick? I do have another second round pick, so should I risk it and see if he goes? Do I risk it and see if he goes there? What are the other forwards looking like? Where are the other forward prospects going like? So we already got a low potential for a bottom 6. Yeah, it's all defensemen that are up here. Halischuk. Look at all these second round guys though. Where is he actually supposed to go? Like, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I think we'll have a chance to get him again with our later round second round pick. So I think we'll wait on him, and I think we're going to go with Halischuk. I think that is what we're going to go with here. I think we're going to go with the offensive defenseman in Halischuk. Just because I don't know anything about these other guys like Christian Oberg or Jared Barry or Harold Helms. I know the most about Arthur Halischuk. That's the most I know about him. And he's supposed to be a second round pick. So you know what? I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go with Arthur Halischuk, another United States guy. Defenseman. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Boom. Arthur Halischuk. Medium potential for a top 6 defenseman. I will take that. That is definitely worth it. We'll take it. We're restocking that pool for defensemen. So I definitely will probably be able to get to that other player as well. So let's send to the user pick and let's see if he got taken. I'm pretty sure he won't get taken because I think all the other players will go for, you know, for defensemen or forwards. So we took Halischuk, medium potential for a top 6 as an offensive defenseman. More top players being taken here. Helms, he was offensive defenseman as well. Let's see. Dingman, Montreal, that's kind of screwed there. Oberg, Varkaritis, Sundstrom, Knight. Bottom 6, top 9. Top 9, Huey, Rosefall, Deschamps, Nielsen. Tulipov, okay, so he did not get picked, which means I know who I'm picking. Well, let me see, where's my third round pick at? Do I have like another, like an early third round pick for some odd reason? No, I think I just have my third, right? Or do I even have a third? I do have a third. All right, so I think that's what we're gonna do though. We're gonna do that. We're probably gonna pick him up just because he had very good potential and we scouted the crap out of him. So I think that's what we are going to do. We'll take some forwards maybe in later rounds, you know, like depth players. But I think this is the round we're going to take. Gogolev, he's the best on the board right now. Mikhail Gogolev, a defensive defenseman. He's the best on the board currently right now out of all projected skaters. So I think this is a very safe pick to take a Russian. Mikhail Gogolev, defensive defenseman with a high potential to become a top 6 forward. Could be a little bit better than that we may know of. But let's take him, make the pick. There you go. Late second round pick. Low potential for a top 4 defenseman. Very good pick there by the Philadelphia Flyers late in the second round. So that's a very good pick there from the Flyers. Scaling that guy very, very well. All right, so let's sim to our user pick. Late third round pick. See if, like I said, if there's any other good defensemen that are still available, hey, we'll see if we can pick them up. But let's see about that. Last couple picks there in the second round. So we picked up 2 more defensemen, which is good. In that round, so we picked a forward with our first round pick, which was low for top 6, I think, and then medium potential for top 6, and then low top 4. So that's good. And then 2 top 9 guys being picked in the last 2 picks of the second. All right, so elite goaltender there in the third round, Grabovski by the Arizona Coyotes. That's a very good pick there. Let's see anything else. A couple of top 6s, a top 4 right there. Loshianov was top 4 offensive defenseman, so that's not bad there. Anybody else really good? Top 6 defenseman again. Top 4, low top 4 by Pittsburgh with Ekblad. We could have maybe possibly got him if we might have had a chance to get him, but unfortunately that is not the case. All right, so let's go for projecteds again. Projecteds, we got last, third, and fourth round guys. Like I said, we scouted America very well, so we know what America is all about. Americans and Russians, we know what they're all about. Okay, so we got Brophy, who's an enforcer. Definitely don't want that. Jesus Action, or Jesus Acton, a power forward. Didn't really have him scouted all too much well either. Joseph Dollywall, another offensive defenseman, 7 defenseman. Vince Connolly, this guy's really scouted very, very well. Connolly looks really good as a playmaker, third and the fourth round. Connolly's not bad. Rhys Miller, a high AHL starter, 20 years old, as a goaltender. We don't really need goaltenders, so we're pretty good for that right now. And then Gord Drury. I think we should take Connolly here. I think Connolly would be a pretty safe pick. What about projected? Acton or Connolly? Yeah, Acton or Connolly would probably be the best players to pick right here. Either that or Krog, but he's a 4th rounder. Todd Krog. Yeah, let's go with the playmaker and Connolly. I'd rather take Connolly over Jesus Acton as a power forward, because we have way too many power forwards than we could talk about. So let's take Vince Connolly, a 5'11", 185 playmaker, 19 years old, bottom 6 forward. He's got some pretty good stats. It looks like it's saying. So let's take Vince Connolly here, and low potential for a bottom 6 forward. Perfectly fine with that. All right, some options, sim to the user pick. Now we're just gonna go basically by potentials now. Best potential paired alongside of the best potential paired alongside of the best projected. So a fringe starter and a top 9 forward there for Buffalo. Okay, so Drury was a top 9. All right, what else we got? Any other steals here? A couple top 9 guys. Anything else? Fringe starter, bottom 6, top 9. AHL players. Okay, so some people are picking some bad guys. A backup there for the Flames. That's not bad. Low potential for a top 6 defenseman there. That's still pretty good. 7 defensemen. Okay, so a lot of kind of busts here in the 4th round, it seems. So like I said, we're just gonna go potential, best projected. Okay, best potential with the best projected. All right, any 4th round players here? 4th and 5th rounds with these 2 guys, with Martins and Schroeder. Taro Martins and Kyle Schroeder. What about potential here? We know from some exacts, Zubov's a 5th round sniper with top 9 potential. He's a 5th rounder though. We're late in the 4th round anyway, so this could be a pretty good pickup for us. Andrei Zubov. Supposed to go in the 5th as a sniper. We know he's top 9 potential pretty much. Pretty young, he's 18. This looks like he's gonna be a very low overall. I probably will take it, to be honest. Either that or Buzeris. He's a 4th or 5th round guy. He's a 2-way defenseman. But he's very unknown, so we don't know. I'm going to go with Zubov here. I'm going to go with Zubov. Bottom 6 potential for a sniper. Low potential for a bottom 6 sniper. That's not bad. All right, SimC user pick once again. I'm just going to skip over Colorado and Buffalo there. I don't really want to care about what they have to draft. So let's go for this players here in the 5th. Anybody else? Really good pickups? Anything really outstanding? There was that enforcer. Buzeris? I don't think Buzeris got picked yet, did he? Pillman, Crucian, McDonald. No, he didn't get picked. Okay, so once again, let's go for potentials. Best potential, best projected. AHL top 2 for a 6th rounder, so we're in the 5th. AHL top 2. Let's see, is there any other like 5th round guys? 5th or 6th round. Kresinovich, Blake Kresinovich, a Frenchman. Once again, forwards though. I'd rather try to get another defenseman. Would not mind another D-man being picked up here. Tarky as an extra forward, 5th or 6th round. AHL top 2 for this guy, Pushkarev. Stanislav Pushkarev, 20 years old. Well, 70 stats. Russia. Once again, we scouted Russia pretty well. Could be a steal right here. AHL top 2. He's got the best freaking potential. Yeah, let's go with this guy. Let's go with Stanislav Pushkarev. Pushkarev, I guess you could say. 20 years old. Don't know what that nationality is, but let's go for it. 6th rounder, 2-way defenseman, low AHL top 2. Not bad. All right, SimCity user pick once again. I doubt there's gonna be any really good players here. I think it's all AHL guys now. Let's see, all AHLs. Anybody got a steal here? Nobody got a steal, so it's pretty much all AHL players now. So like I said, we just gotta go with the best possible potentials and the best projecteds. Alright, so we got 7th rounds, and then pretty much it's just all undrafted. So we could go with another defenseman here. We could pick a goaltender if we want. We could take Raymakers or Dillons if we so choose. This guy's supposed to be in the 7th round. Joseph Raymakers. With a face like that, I'm gonna object to that. I think we should take one of these 2 defensemen here. More Americans. Rodney Spurgeon, or we could go with Craig Boudins. Let's see. We know nothing about Rodney Spurgeon, so I think we should go with Boudins, another defensive defenseman. Or we could go with this guy who's supposed to go undrafted, Sergei Bobkov. Has some pretty decent stats on him. Or Reagan O'Grady. Low 60s, but he's 19. He looks to be scouted fairly well. Low 60s on everything as a defensive defenseman. He doesn't look as good as Bobkov did. Or Boudins. I kind of like Boudins. Got a lot of 70s. Defensive is supposed to be 4.5 stars, so I'm going to go with Boudins here. Low AHL top 2 once again, so I'll take that. I'll take it, and then finally here in the 7th round, I doubt there's going to be anybody really spectacular. Very late here in the 2nd, so we might as well just, once again, just take the best possible player. Let's see if there's any, is there any 7th round guys still available? I don't think so. Nah, it's all undrafted players. Alright, so I guess we could take O'Grady. He's still there. Or there's a lot of goaltenders available left too. Like AHL backups. Burkholz. I don't even know that flag. Look at these crazy flags that are like popping up nowadays. Yeah, I think we should take Toby Rekas. Nah, he's not really too great. I think we take him. I think we take Regan O'Grady. Yeah, another defensive defenseman. Why not? Let's grab him up. AHL top 6. Yeah, that was not a good pick. Alright, it's in the entire draft. Draft is done. Cool. And we're good. So we picked up a lot of defensemen, a couple forwards in there as well. And we should be good to go for the re-sign stage here. Do a re-sign as best as we possibly can. And then get into the free agencies. So, yeah, let's go to our contracts. See what we can do. Alright, so I gotta keep in mind about players I decide to re-sign or let go because of the fact that players might lose some morale because of it, but we'll see. Alright, so all expiring guys for goaltenders, Rose Hill and Vixton. Actually, I think I probably would just rather have the whole roster up here so I can look at it. So Mason and Neuwirth will be the starters in the NHL team. AHL is probably going to be Anthony Stolarz and Matej Tomek again, so Rose Hill and Vixted are pretty much not needed. Rose Hill, I think I'm going to let go because I have Ranford signed, so I'm going to release Rose Hill right there. No harm, no foul done there, so free up a goaltender spot. That's good. All right, fine. Defenseman. Let's see what we got. We got to sign some defensemen here. Let's sort this out. Fine. Unsigned guys. Oh, yeah, we can take a look at our prospects as well. So Budins was right there. Gogliev, who was our second-round pick. Mikhail Gogliev, the Russian defensive defenseman, low potential for top 4. 68 overall, not bad. Halischuk, he was the second-round pick, the earlier second-round pick, so not bad there. We'll take a look at the other guys as well. But we can leave most of these guys unsigned unless when the AHL regular season does start, we'll see what happens there. But Mark Alt, 77 overall, 26 years old. I think we probably should just resign him just for the AHL team, just so that, you know, the AHL does not have some scrubby-ass defensemen. So I think Mark Alt will probably get re-signed. More than likely. Yeah, we should re-sign Mark Alt. Yeah, two-way deal. He wants 2 years on a two-way. That's perfectly fine with me. Gotta have the AHL team as well. Remember, gotta keep the AHL team pretty good. Barbario, I don't think I'm gonna leave here. I don't think I'm gonna re-sign him, even though he's got some decent defensive stats for filling in. We could always get a new guy. We could try to re-sign him in free agency if need be, but we'll see. Brandon Manning, once again, he's good defense for the AHL team just to have down there, so I think I get Brandon Manning back again. 1 year in a two-way. Yep, that's what I want from Brandon Manning. Good. Luke Shen, I'm gonna hold off on you. Kevin Davis, I think I do sign this year because he's 71 overall at 21 years old. He'll be good for the AHL team as well. So I think Kevin Davis will get his entry-level deal here. Good. So Kevin Davis will be on our AHL team this year because he is 71 overall. 7 defenseman, high potential for a 7 defenseman, so maybe like a depth role. That'll be good. I'm going to hold off on Luke Shen. Josh Thrower. What do I do with Josh Thrower? Defensive defenseman, I think I get rid of him because his discipline is way too bad. He's really bad, yeah. Josh Thrower, 6th round pick, didn't really work out too well for us. I'm going to release him. Gonna release Josh Thrower. Let's see, because I don't really need him all too much. Okay, we got Davis sent out. Ghost, all right, now he's got to start signing the players. All right, Shane Gostisbehere, let's get him a contract here. He wants 2 years at $4 million. Shane, I'm going to see if I can get you for... He wants 2 years. I'm going to get you for 4 at 4.8, so 4 and then 2, so 6, pretty much around 4.225 for Shane Gostisbehere for 4 years. If I can get that for Ghost till he's 29, that'd be very solid deal for Shane Gostisbehere. So 4 years at $4 million for Ghost. That's a pretty good deal there. All right, so Robert Hagg is up next. He's probably going to want a little bit more. Kind of the same thing. If I could get these guys for like 4 or 5 years, Robert Hagg looks like he's going to be a very, very good defenseman. Like I said, I want to get these guys locked up long term. All right, I think Hagg is probably going to be like a 5-year deal kind of guy. So I think we get Hagg up for 5 years. He wants 3, but I think I get him up for 5 because he's going to want 6. So 6 and then 3. So I can knock almost a whole mil off of that. So 5.6 mil for Robert Hagg, I think is pretty solid. Because he looks like he's going to get better. He's already 85 overall. 5.6, well, I could save some money if I only get him for 3. I could save some money. Again, extra year, he wants 5.7. He wants almost a whole nother mil for an extra year. You know what? I'm going to give him 4 years. I'm going to give him the same as Ghost, 4 years. So that way, when they get around their age, I can make my decisions. So 5.7, that'd be 5, and then 2, so 7. Pretty much 5 mil on the dot. Pretty much 5 mil right on the dot for Robert Hagg. Let's see, get that. 4 years at 5 mil for Robert Hagg. That'd be pretty good. Sam Warren, let's see how much he wants. He wants a 2A, but if I knock that up to a 2-year deal, he wants his AHL. He wants the contract. So 1 year on a 2A, I think is good for Warren because I think if it seems like he's gonna get better next year. But I'm gonna give him that 1 year on the 2A just in case. Like if he's still considered a defenseman, I could throw him back down in the AHL again. He can get better. I can call him up and back and forth as I wish because he will be on a 2-way contract. So that's what he wants. That's perfectly fine with me. All right, Jesper Peterson, same thing, but to get him back, once again, 2 years on a 2-way, that's perfectly fine with me. And that is it. Sanheim has signed 1 more year on his deal as well. Same thing with Provorov, has 2 more years, which is good for those guys because they save some money on them. And by the time that happens, probably make some budget cuts down the road to help free up some roster spot and salary for those guys. So that's it for the D-men. Let's go to right wingers now. Connolly, that was that guy we drafted. Ooh, wow, look at that. Vince Connolly, our 3rd round pick, 74 overall. Wow, he's actually really good. Bottom 6 forward. So Vince Connolly, that playmaker, in the 3rd round. Turned out very, very good. 74 overall, not bad. Ulrich, we know those guys. Aaron Pelujai, we know he's going to be released because he is not really happy with the team as it is anyway. Matt Reed, I have to make a decision on. Ryan White, I think I get back again because his defense is just so good. Yeah, he's still a 4th liner. Yeah, let's get Ryan White back again for, once again, another 1-year deal. 1.675 is perfect for me. Ryan White has been a solid depth player for us. Continue to sign him to those 1-year deals. Obey Kubel, Jeplovs, yep, all those guys are fine. Simmons and Voracek. Matt Reed is going to be a real tough-ish question to go right here. Like, I could sign him, but then again, it's going to be like the player there. Do you risk signing him because he has good chemistry with the players? He had a good season last year. How much does he want? He wants a 3-year deal at 2 mil. He wants 3 years though. I can't commit to like 3 years at 2 mil for Matt Reed. Or no way I can do that. 1 year, 3 mil is almost pretty much pushing it. I'm gonna come back to Reed. I'm gonna come back to him. All right, McDonough, that was our 1st overall pick there, 28th overall. So Reed McDonough, 72 overall, as a top 6 low potential forward. So that's not bad. Pierre-Edouard Bellemare, probably going to release him. Best locker room chemistry with Sanheim, Giroux, Mace. He's 33 years old. Yeah, I gotta get rid of Bellemare. I gotta make some room on this team. Sorry, Belly, you gotta go. Yep, Travis Sanheim definitely was not gonna like that, but that's how it had to happen there. Sam Gagner, Brandon McMillan. I think we get McMillan back. Oh yeah, we definitely get Brandon McMillan back because he's a depth player, so he'll be easily there on the 4th line. He wants a 1-way deal. Can I squeeze him on a 2-way deal for this much? Can I squeeze him on a 2-way deal for that? Bourneval, I think I get Bourneval back, obviously. Minor league scoring forward, yeah, I definitely get Bourneval back. I'm only going to give you a 1-year deal, though. 2-way, see what happens with you. Goulbourne, I'm going to let go because I need roster space. So, Goulbourne, I'm going to release you. Let's see, Straka, like I said, he has that potential for a bottom 6 forward, but his stats are just not there, so I think Straka has to go as well. Just got to clean up the team a little bit here, guys. Oscar Lindblom can definitely stay, though. He can get 3 years on a 2-way deal. He'll be here for a little bit. So Lindblom can stay. I'm going to come back to Gagner. McDonough, I'll have to wait on him to see. I might leave him unsigned as well, but I'll come back to him and take a look at it. Bear and Luchuk, don't need those guys. Kruger, LeBurge, we need to sign him. I guess I can't let him go to free agency. And then Chris Van de Velde, I think I let go as well. Yeah, I'd let go of Chris Van de Velde as well. Release Chris Van de Velde. Like I said, some players are going to lose some morale because of that, but it's unfortunately what's going to have to happen. Kruger, I think I get Kruger back because he was a pretty good player for us this year, and he's still a depth forward. He got really good defensive stats. Yeah, Kruger, without a doubt, get back for a 2-way. That's a really good deal for us there. And then LeBurge, I have to sign him because I can't let a top 9 medium potential forward like that go to free agency. So LeBurge definitely has to get re-signed. And then Luchuk and Bear, yeah, they'll probably get released next year as well. So I think we're good for that. All right, so let's simulate up forward, up a day. Advance a day, see who signs and re-signs or not. And then we'll take a look at it. Sorry, so Kruger, White, Manning, Peterson, Hag has accepted that long-term deal, so that's good. Alt, Gostisbehere is good. Bourneval, McMillan, Morin, LeBurge, Davis, Lindblom, good. Okay, so everybody did accept the offers that we sent in. All right, so that's good. So now I just have to look at who is unsigned still. All right, so forwards. Who is still unsigned as a forward? Okay, Zubov, we know we're going to... Okay, so he can remain unsigned. Ulrich is unsigned. Connolly, I'll have to double-check the AHL squad just to make sure, but I'm probably sure that he's going to remain unsigned. Luchuk, obviously, he can remain unsigned. Those two guys can remain unsigned. I think those two, Connolly, McDonough, and the other defenseman can remain unsigned for right now. Reed and Sam Gagner, and then Luke Shen as well, I believe. So, Matt Reed and Sam Gagner. I could hold on to them for like 1-year deals and then trade them. Because I don't know what's going to happen with my forwards. What kind of year did Gagner have? Gagne only had 27 points last year on the third line. Once again, he's got that good playmaking skill. If we can get like a sniper on that third line, maybe he's the only reason Matt Reed does so well. I think I'm going to re-sign. How much money do I have? I have 15 mil. I have enough. I'm going to get both of these guys back on just 1-year deals. As much as it hates me, this team did good last year with this third line, but I'm going to have to see about prospects, because if the prospects become a little bit better, then I'm going to probably make some trades for those guys, sign them and trade them. As much as I don't want to sign them and trade them, I'm probably going to get that. Gagne wants 3 years. He only wants 1 year at 2.6, so that's pretty good. So 2.450 for Gagne. Get those guys back. And then defensemen, we should have Budins, Gogolev, Halstrek, Soledev, O'Grady, and Pushkarev. Luke Shen is... See, the thing is with Luke Shen, do I think Sam Morin's going to be ready is the question. Schenner was a -2, only had 4 points all year. 3 goals, 1 assist. I think Morin will be ready. Because what's my lineup? It's Delzato, Sanheim, Ghost, Hag, Provorov. Who's Luke Shen best friends with, though, on the team? That's the question. Who has the most chemistry with? Delzato, White, Kruger, and Mace. I think Luke Shen is also another case of sign for 1 year because you have the money. Sign for 1 year because you have the money. You can trade him if you need to. Yep, and then Vixton's the only unsigned goaltender. Alright, now let me double check on these guys here in the AHL just to double check who is going to be playing in the AHL for forwards. So, let's take a look here. So we have Cornell, Bourneval, Meyer. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so that's my 12 forwards right there in the AHL. Obviously, a couple of them could get called up or down. I think we signed Connolly, though. I'm fairly certain that signing Matthew Waugh, remember, and Lindbaum. Yeah, we can't sign them. Leave them unsigned. Let them play in the CHL. Let those guys play in the CHL because we have all these guys down here. Let them play in the CHL. Yeah, let them play in the CHL. Next year, call them up because then we'll maybe make some trades and let them go. So I'll leave them unsigned. Let them play in the CHL. Let them do their thing there. And then defensemen, though. Let's double check on the D-men. All right, so AHL defenseman. Morin might be 1. So 1, 2, 3. Bachman, Peterson. Ooh, Bachman actually got really better. Wow, he's all the way up to 74. That's really good. Pedersen, Davis, Gogolev. Yeah, we leave those guys unsigned. Yeah, leave them unsigned. They play in the CHL for their 1 year, and then we're good for that. And then Mason and whatever. Yeah. All right. So we're good. We're good. We are good. We can go in the free agency. As much as it pains me, I go into free agency, and Gagne, all the 3 of them accepted, which is good. We're going to have how much money going into free agency? 8.7 mil, which is good. And I think we're good. We're good. All right. So like I said, I'm going to have to see what happens with the prospects. But until then, just get everybody back. And then obviously we'll trade them if need be, because I signed them all to 1 year deals. They can go out and play for another team if they so wish. And we can maybe make some trades there for draft picks. And we'll see what happens. All right, so let's go into free agency here, see who is available for free agency. All right, so let's go to unrestricted free agents. And it looks like we got a lot of big names here for forwards. Look at this, and defensemen as well. Look at all these forwards available here in year number 4 available. So Kyle Turris, Nazem Kadri, Chris Kreider, James Van Riemsdyk, Tyler Bozak. Hansel's back up there again. He's still pretty decent. He was 87, but obviously down there. But look at that. The freaking Toronto Maple Leafs are just unloading their first line. Tyler Bozak, Nazem Kadri, and JVR. They unload their whole entire first line. Jeez, what does Toronto have that they're paying so much money for? Maybe their defense, I guess. But damn, Kyle Turris goes to free agency. Chris Kreider goes to free agency. So a lot of big names there for offense, to say the least. Komarov. Jeez, Leafs. So many unrestricted free agents there for the Toronto Maple Leafs. That's a lot of craziness. Gerby, McGinn, Booth, Garbutt, Thompson, Russell, yeah, blah, 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 blah. So a lot of good depth players as well, but a lot of good first line players and first and second line forwards for sure. And then defenseman, I believe Cam Fowler was up there. Mark-Edward Vlasic's up there. Cam Fowler is up there as well, so that's a very big name, 26 years old, so a lot of teams will definitely be in on him. Sammy Vatanen's up there as well, so the Ducks are getting rid of some players. Keith Yandel, John Moore, Connaughton, Cole, Ben, Schlemko, Dahlback. Yep, so there's the defensemen. And then goaltenders, you have Robin Lehner is a free agent as well from Buffalo. Wow. Free agent there, Robin Lehner from the Buffalo Sabres. That's pretty nuts. He just won a Stanley Cup and now goes to free agency. 88 overall for Robin Lehner. That's pretty crazy. Chad Johnson's up there too. Poulin, Leowin, Markstrom. Yep, that's pretty decent. Okay, how about the restricted free agents? Just take a quick look at these guys. Anybody really of note? Nobody with really good potential other than that guy, Burroughs. And then forwards, Cedric Paquette, Wilson, nobody really great there. Okay, so once again, let's just take a look at all forwards here for UFAs. Just take a look at the potentials. The best potentials we got for forwards that are young. So you got this guy, Hansen, who's 22, top 9 potential. Carter Hansen as a power forward. A lot of top 9 guys here in free agency this year. So you got Hansen, who you could pick. Gamlin, who's a center, 23 years old. Frederick Gamlin, so you could definitely pick him up. Or Zahorna. Radim Zahorna, 77 overall as a two-way forward. Buffalo guy right there. Polkinen's available, Justin Shug, but they're already like 26 kind of years old, so nobody really great there for defenseman, for forward-wise. Defenseman, Cam Fowler, Dahlback, and Walters you got, so this Walters guy is not bad. Low potential for top 6 would probably be your only go-to guy there. Connor Walters with hair like that, I'm not sure. And then goaltenders, you probably have some pretty good tendies. 2 fringe starters, Louis Domingue and Robin Lehner. Then you have a couple backups of Malkin, Tempino, and then obviously all these medium potential backup goaltenders that you could go after. So there you go, guys. You saw free agency, and let me know what you think we should do for free agency, because I don't think we should do anything. If at most, I think we need the depth players. The depth players will be nice to sign for the 1-year, 2-way deals for depth for injuries. But other than that, I think we're pretty good going into into next year and see what happens with our prospects. So other than that, guys, thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe as always. We'll do free agency next time. We'll simulate to year 4, and we'll see what happens with this Flyers team. Thanks, guys, for watching. We'll see you next time.